Hello everybody. Gonna be continuing with Honkai Star Rail. Alright, so what were we doing again? Right, we were trying to find the hounds, right, we were trying to find Gallagher. Right. Anything else to add, Topaz?
How does it feel to be in business with Acheron? I bet you're not used to it. That's
Well, I
just
mean,
his
I don't
style.
terribly like him.
All or nothing is his mantra. He's always cozying up to his clients while egging them on to undertake some dangerous assignment with him.
Yeah,
But
that sounds about right for him.
everyone has their merits, so I won't comment further. But Acheron's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without a hitch, and basically never lost a gamble.
Well, I think he lost one a little earlier.
Penacony, I'm watching with keen interest. As for the two cases, apologies, but I don't have much info on them either. All I can do is ask you to keep digging for more details.
But yeah, I still wonder, if I didn't do the little bit on Bellabog, would my character still act like they knew her? And I just would be completely confused? Well, whatever. Hey, you two. Where's your boss?
Carrying out our captain's orders. What do you want?
We're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else. Surveilling the IPC executive Topaz, ensuring that she stays put at the Reverie Hotel during her time on Penacony. We've got the right one this time.
So that's it. They were the pair who were after Firefly at the time.
Yeah. I mean, I feel like that should have been obvious. Who else would they have us meet?
It's you again. Back for more trouble? We're not afraid of you this time.
Well, spit it out. Stop bothering us if you've nothing important.
I want to see your boss.
So you know each other. Why do you keep running into people you've beaten up before?
Because everyone keeps attacking me.
That's right. We're investigating a murder for the family. Can we speak to your captain about the case?
Well...
Hey! The security officer instructed everyone to shut their traps before he returned from Dream's Edge.
Alright, thanks for letting me know where he is.
What murder? You'd better stop spouting nonsense.
Yeah, that's right. We have nothing to report. Please leave.
Alright, but we know where he is. He's in the
Looks
Dream's
like we're
Edge,
going to
so we
Columbia.
just have to go there.
But they did at least tell us that the captain is at Dream's Edge.
Yeah.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? It's probably Gallagher, the one he mentioned, right?
Yeah, he's the only one we've met that had an actual face.
Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well. Gallagher. Gallagher.
He's right there, isn't he?
Where could he be?
Apologies. The Bloodhound family is running an investigation up ahead. No unauthorized personnel allowed. Hold on a minute. I think I've seen you before. The gray-haired one.
Oh, wait, is this guy I passed when I was with Firefly? Who I messed with his emotions?
Not possible. It was you the last time, yelling about some clockwork friendship while beating me up with that silver-haired girl.
Did I beat him up last time, or did I just mess with his emotions? I don't remember.
I'm not letting you get by this time. Please leave, or I'll have to get on my knees and beg you.
Well, at least he acknowledges that he can't beat me. Hey, I didn't do anything illegal. Well, no, wait, I guess that's technically not true. I did beat the crap. No, wait, yeah, I did beat him up. I made him angry and then beat the crap out of him. That is what happened, isn't it?
Could we see this Mr. Gallagher?
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking about? There's been a few people mentioning this name. Even the one with the gray hair.
Wait, why don't you know him?
He didn't send you all here?
It was the security officer who dispatched us. That's all I can divulge.
He'll do. He's the one we've been looking for.
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the family's reputation, no one's allowed through.
I don't think your family's reputation is going to matter too much in a little bit if you don't help us.
There's really no need for us to make things difficult for each other, right?
We're really sorry for troubling you. Let's think of another way.
Another way. That's it. Didn't they
Oh, we're
say
just doing this
something
again?
about that, what was it? Clockwork? Can you perform it again? That, clocky magic. Please?
Alright, we'll just use it again.
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave.
He's calm, so we just have to make him happy, right?
Let me... Whoa! It's this time already. Time to clock out. And no one's gonna stop me.
Well, I mean, I can't say that's how people don't act. I can't say it's not how I would act. It's time to clock out, it's time to clock out. And that's it.
This clockwork trick of yours, it's kinda dangerous.
At least he won't be getting in our way again. Let's go find that Gallagher and ask him the intricacies of the case.
I was wondering what all the commotion was.
Yep, there he is.
Huh. Oh, it's you guys. Welcome.
Did he always have that little, like,
Since you made it
cape
here,
behind him?
What can I do for you?
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir. Judging from your tone, it sounds like you were expecting us.
Miss Himiko, you're too polite. There's no need to call me sir.
Mr. Gallagher, you even know my name.
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary Astral Express and honorable guests of the Watchmaker. I had an encounter with this gentleman in the Golden Hour. I remember that little silver-haired girl was there too. I'm sorry for what happened to that kid.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child. So we've decided to help the family get to the bottom of it, in the hopes of getting justice for her.
The Nameless involved with the family. What an unpredictable twist of fate.
Why? What's wrong with the family?
Probably a lot.
It's nothing. On Penacony, everyone loves the family. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave a warm nest? Just idiots, little kids, and inebriated fools.
Mr. Gallagher
Sounds
seems
about
to be
right.
getting at something.
But you got it wrong. I'm not. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me. This is not a good place to talk. Let's go elsewhere.
Alright, where are we headed?
Even after that chilling
Oh, we're back to
tragedy,
them.
this dream is still running effortlessly. Other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in the universe that could sustain a building of such magnitude.
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Like a living idol. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal.
Well,
Under their
yeah,
command,
just like it
they
says there.
loyally fulfill their
It's
roles,
if they follow the harmony, then
offering
that would
themselves while
make
also
sense.
receiving sustenance in return.
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that's why Penacony's beautiful dream has persisted for so long.
But the human body has its limits, and so does the divine's.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment a Galaxy Ranger would make.
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang will definitely have a better sense of what's going on than I do.
Why do you say that, Miss Acheron?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. Its collapse stems from a certain inevitability of human nature.
Really?
The family refuses to acknowledge this, and it has ultimately backfired and become a catalyst.
Okay,
As
what
people
part of
immerse
human
their
nature
souls
is
in the
that?
dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only ease and pleasure prevail, they draw closer and closer to necrosis. Regardless of the perceived bliss, death looms as the inevitable conclusion. Also, this
Wait,
necrosis will
just
diffuse
death?
and spread.
That's it?
One piece of the puzzle's
I
mutation
figured it would be
will
something,
eventually cause the entire
I don't
building
know,
to shake,
less known or something that I wouldn't think about.
crumble.
In
I mean,
the
how
end,
long has the dream
dreams that
existed
people built
already?
in the name of freedom became the cage that imprisoned
700
them.
years or what? The whole time? Or maybe not the whole time.
I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip, Miss Acheron. Are you willing to share your findings with me?
Of course. That's if I remember. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to events in the past, I've become easily forgetful. It's only when this sword is unsheathed that those hazy memories start to become clearer.
Take your time.
She's having trouble
That's
remembering
good.
things?
I vividly remember everything that occurred on Penacony. Ask away.
Alright, well, I guess I should ask. Moment of daybreak? What's that?
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the Dawn Factory, which
Oh, it's another
processes
area.
the foundation of the dreamscape, is located.
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day in and day out in their dreams. Then they return to reality and sleep on a narrow bed in a room. A far cry from luxury. They say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and motley dreamscape is the best reward. There I encountered a
Your
young woman who
reward
had just come
is
of age.
the
The
factory you
perfect
work
time to
in.
indulge in beautiful dreams.
Wow, what a corporate
Her
nightmare.
greatest wish was to one day move to the golden hour and see the magnificent garments she had woven with her own hands. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult to fulfill. But I managed to bring her a garment.
Okay, the Gilded Hour.
It's said to be Penacony's currency center.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. The Pepeshi people of the Alfalfa family are there to keep it running, sending blood that is made from money everywhere on Penacony. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wish of the local Pepeshi people is for their future generations to work in the Gilded Hour.
Alright, so it's a big, it's
I've
the
never met anyone
mint
who
or a
was willing to
bank,
talk.
basically. It's just where all the
I could only
cash
stand at
is.
the crossroads, watching crowds of people hurrying like the wind through the jungle of steel, only to deposit the alfalfa credits that they'd earned into the bank's vault. I don't know if they
Okay,
would
so yeah,
open
bank.
the vault's door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi person plummet from the sky, while those around him continued on their way, unfazed.
Are people being brainwashed here? Okay, Blue
I hear
Hour.
The Blue Hour is very romantic. Do you have any tales to share?
Perhaps
Is any of
Mr.
this even
Yang has
important?
heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide, anchored along the Sea of Dreams, where soft music
okay.
and dancing persist endlessly every night. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to return, waiting for countless hours within time that stood still. In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dreams. Alas, her lover's consciousness was lost in the dark depths of the Sea of Dreams.
Oh.
Finally, she suggested
wait, how
we
does that...
continue our conversation on the boat in the
God, I
shallows.
hate dreams and
I
stuff
agreed
like
and
this
boarded
as
the
a
boat
concept
with her.
because it's so hard to tell what the
But she never
rules
said
are.
anything. Her eyes
like really the dream world, it's so hard to figure out the rules to this, because you can literally just make them up for however you want them to be. Okay, moment of dusk.
Chic, luxury, and consumerism, the moment of dusk. My companions have been there too.
I haven't.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money as if it were dust and betting it on all or nothing. Everything
That sounds like where Adventurine would go.
Everything can be bought or sold. Even dreams themselves. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid, under stipulated periods and rules, he would do the buyer's every bidding, becoming that person's very possession.
Seriously?
That Intellitron had been auctioned off a dozen times, and I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. But never again did anyone cast another glance at him. This time around, there were no successful bids for him. This is
okay, well, I don't feel like any of that was important.
Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this a long time ago. Nor should it be.
What was it like a long time ago?
The reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever fixed on their own scales. This is why I think the collapse of the beautiful dream is inevitable.
Because capitalism? Is that what she's getting at here? I don't know.
Change everything.
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire, if this is precisely why life chooses to slumber, should we still seek to change it?
Again with the orange text or red. I keep flip-flopping between the color for that.
Miss Acheron, now it's my turn to share a story with you. There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with deep, unhealable pain, made a choice. He wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, he created a giant, a spiritual atom.
Okay.
And since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. As a price, those who found it hard to move forward, who could not advance, forever lost their future.
You're using quotation marks for a lot of these, and I don't know what that means in reality.
Devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia.
Oh, okay, that's what it means.
And it is because of the wishes of those people who wished not to awaken that this spiritual atom became unbreakable.
And yet, you stand here right now. Which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. Even if human weaknesses make them pause when they truly cannot move forward, humanity will eventually seek a way to save itself.
Isn't that more or less what the Matrix was? It's kind of
And
trap
that
people
man,
in like a.
he
Well,
was
no, I guess
never failure.
the Matrix itself wasn't
Everyone
paradise, was
in
it?
that world, he etched the
I don't know. I'm not sure.
possibilities of human
I never
nature
actually
into
saw the
his
Matrix,
heart.
to be honest. I've never actually seen the movie. I know the beats of the whole story. You know, fake world, robots taking over everything, using humans as batteries, but I never actually saw the whole movie.
Soaring towards the sky and embracing his final victory with his fall. He ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings would melt because of it, only for him to fall into the sea. And after that, countless others would surpass him, soaring to even greater heights.
A fitting metaphor for the Nameless's trailblazing spirit. Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different worlds. In these worlds, there are innumerable people who look alike, yet don't.
Yeah, if we're talking about the entire universe, there's got to be a ton of similarities. I mean, universe is a big place.
Familiar faces on different worlds, witnessing their destinies follow paths similar to mine. So I will tell you, even if not completely similar, the story you just told, it overlaps with my past. And within that abyssal dream, I ended that man's life. Alone. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't mind, so long as I can alleviate your suspicions.
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron. Under that representation of the hunt, exactly what sort of power is it that has
so yeah,
motivated
what path is she on?
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the previous topic. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky in envy. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky, attempting to touch its ceiling. All because the sun was there. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky, only to realize that the end of the light is not the sun, but darkness?
That's not how light works, is it?
Then why, exactly, do we even walk towards the light?
Alright, we're back here. Right, what was she doing the last time we saw her? She was talking to someone, I don't remember who.
Having fun on Penacony? Acheron?
This voice, it's not Constance. Could it be her companion?
Yeah, Constance. Don't know who that is.
Though I don't know exactly what you are, or what you're up to,
This voice.
my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket store on Penacony and ask the owner to reserve a good quality casket for you, imposter.
The voice has sort of like a little bit of like a Western sound to it. Especially with the bullets and a casket. So saying stuff like, you best find. They're channeling just the tiniest bit of like the cowboy.
She gave my whereabouts to someone who's tracking Acheron too. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make a mistake? Who the fudge are you?
Fudge.
I'm the Garden of Recollections memo.
You got your child-friendly swears.
Not bad. This is the kind of tough challenge I like. You that imposter's bodyguard? Never mind. It's fine. I'll leave a round for you. So get that forehead clean and wait for me.
Get that forehead clean? Is that a saying? I mean, I've heard like the translated saying like clean your neck, but clean your forehead? Is that a
Acheron,
thing?
The Galaxy Ranger? Yes. I have something to ask you.
Are you asking me to write your will? Sure. Go ahead.
Not quite. I only want to ask, how exactly did she become a Galaxy Ranger? She's clearly not a path strider of the hunt. But you are, aren't you?
Oh, so he's on the hunt.
Tell me, what's Acheron's deal?
Sure. Never thought I'd come across an ally. Fudge, what a stroke of luck. Well, I'll be on Penacony soon. Memo Keeper, go buy a bottle of Donna's White Oak and warm it up. And I'll raise a glass to you. That lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. But if all you want is a simple answer, sure. You best get a chair and take a seat. That woman, named Acheron, is an emanator who should not exist.
Well, we knew she was an emanator, but what do you mean she should not exist? What is her Aeon dead? And therefore the emanator shouldn't be around either?
You look pale. Or is that also part of your act?
Alright, now we're back to playing as Adventurine.
I thought this was exactly what you wanted. After all, I faithfully fulfilled my duties as you instructed. Just tell me if you can't hold on any longer.
So, the genius of the Council of Mundanites wants to be my Undertaker now.
Is that his race? A Mundanite?
An honor.
Yes, and I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love to be notified of your death in due time. But let's not forget, you won't be seeing them, because I'm the manager of this task.
Great. Then tell your people that Aventurine is ready to go in 17 system hours.
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve. How exactly do you plan on completing your task while your hands are tied by the Harmony?
Oh, my
How are his hands tied?
Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family.
I mean, I thought he was just had a time limit. Is he limited? And, well, I mean, he's stuck in the dream, they said, right?
I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through the doors of the Reverie. Now I'm only one step away from victory.
Are you?
Let's just wait and see.
It doesn't seem like it.
Sounds like a very elaborate way of saying that you failed.
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doctor? You betrayed me.
Again, I don't see why you were surprised
Do
by
what
that.
You must. I look forward to the sight of the IPC fleet surrounding Penacony. You've achieved what you desired, haven't you?
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orbital support beacon in that gift money bag?
Even if he did, we're in the dream, so it wouldn't work, would it?
Who knows? Maybe that's why I'm handing out cash even when I'm about to bite the dust.
You are indeed a gambler. An insane one at that.
Maybe I am. Who knows?
Fine. Here, take this. Open it when you're on your last legs. You'll thank me.
What is it?
What's this? Medical advice?
And he's gone. Did he seriously just pull a Batman?
You catch on pretty fast, Doctor. Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. How typical of you, you wing-headed scoundrel. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway, it's just as I guessed it would be. As for now, let the rain of wealth from the IPC fall evenly on everyone.
Okay. Oh, the outside edges of the... Yeah, the edges of the screen are actually distorted a little bit, I think. to match with like the harmony thing that's going on. That's actually neat. Is it gonna get worse as I continue to play as him?
Would you be willing to support my performance? And keep the Song of Beauty alive in the cosmos? Wow, how fabulous! But why would you give such a wonderful gift to a random stranger like me?
Well, you see,
He's struggling to even
bear
talk.
see anyone in this sweet dream suffering from poverty.
That's incredibly kind of you. Thank you so much, sir. If you ever get the chance, please, feel free to come by and
And this
indulge
is
in
the
my
dream.
singing.
Are these gems even worth anything? Like,
Sure thing. By the way,
can you transfer their
do you
worth into the
happen to
real
know
world
anything
too?
interesting about death?
Death? That's a pretty scary topic, and it doesn't really match the mood of this sweet dream.
Well, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony. As you know, the more chilling the stories, the more
Well, that's a
attention
pretty
they
good
get.
cover for looking into this.
Maybe you could help me out.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but there have been some rumors about a guest at the reality hotel who fell into a deep sleep and didn't wake up. It was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually regained consciousness. Well, all customers are under the protection of the family, after all.
Wait, who was this?
Thank you. This will make for a very juicy headline. May Shibe protect us. Unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain dies in a dream. But unfortunately, the customer ended up waking up in the end.
Again, who was the customer?
I can feel something inside my head. Is the harmony starting to kick in?
The world has truly lost its way. You... Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of prank show, right? You must have some cameras set up around here to film
Prank
yourself
show?
doing good deeds, right?
What?
You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an audience. But you know what? A truly great show never comes easy.
Whatever you say,
The
man.
show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something. Do you know where I can find death in this dream?
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking for death. Huh? Well, let me give you a piece of advice.
All right, you got nothing. You really, you got nothing.
Not even remotely innovative. I bought it from Dr. Edward. He claimed it was some exclusive fancy schmancy stuff. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut. And then all you see are blurry glimpses of buildings and lights. The sky was spinning so fast it almost made me puke.
Is that...
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony movie industry.
Okay, yeah, this guy's got nothing.
Groundbreaking art.
What a joke. Well, I'll leave you be then. A monster covered in eyes. That sounds like the Memory Zone meme.
It does actually a little bit.
Buildings and lights. I don't think those have anything to do with death.
On to the next couple people.
The disturbing voice in my head. It's getting closer.
Take care, my friend. If you ever find yourself in danger, remember that the hounds are always ready to help.
This guy looks a little odd.
You don't look good, my friend. If you need assistance, I can contact the hotel and have them wake you up forcefully.
I don't think they can do
Won't be
that.
necessary. I have some business to attend to. But thank you all the same.
All right, then. If you ever need help, don't hesitate to reach out to us hounds.
Well, actually, I do need a favor. As the
Now he's asking about the stowaway.
Hound in Penacony.
Stowaways? How could there be stowaways in Penacony? We've never had anything like that before.
All right. Good luck with your work then. What was I even thinking? Family would never share intel with the IPC.
Yeah, that's a good point. They probably wouldn't. The bubbles are on the actual screen now a little bit.
Have to go through so much torment before joining the family.
Like the bottom left and right, they're actually coming over my screen a little bit.
Now I just want to dig out my brain and use it as evidence.
A sip of liquor, a blissful reprieve, to drown 1,000 sorrows, let worries leave. I know I have what it takes to become a poet. Oh?
I mean, I don't know anything about poetry really, so whatever.
You're giving these gems to me? Didn't expect to meet such a generous soul in this place. Or are you just pitying me? Well, it really doesn't matter. As long as I have Soul Glad, that's enough.
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend. It's not good for your health.
Oh.
I mean, it's just a
Maybe
drink,
I really
right?
should quit, but not before
Does it affect your real life body, or does it mess with your head?
The devil of Soul Glad? Care to elaborate?
Yeah, what is that?
Yeah. It's a seahorse with a long neck. They say it loves to appear to drunk people, especially the ones.
Okay, I don't think this is anything.
On the side of the road.
Yeah. Very funny indeed. Thank you.
Right, 2 more people. Do we really have to go talk to 6 people?
You want to talk to me? Sure, but nothing too sensitive, okay? Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. But to be honest, I've never seen anyone who gives out money to others like you. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale, handing out his gold leaf garment and melting his lead heart in the fire?
I have never heard of that story. Is that an actual story I can read somewhere in here or something?
And I just thought these gems would help you speak.
Ah, another curious soul. I see. Well, that was actually the topic I was most into when I entered the industry. But my boss shut it down.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless urban legends like that would make us look like some third-rate tabloid. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by nightmare ghosts.
Oh, what are you, a reporter or something?
Guess she's got a point. Thank you for sharing.
Right, well, at least that one was short. And you're a news anchor. Oh, now it's on the top and the sides of the screen too. It's actually obscuring my vision more and more as we play. That's really neat. That's a nice effect.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Sorry, I thought you were checking out something behind me. Is this a gift for me? Are you sure this isn't some kind of mistake?
Yes, it's for you. Just take it.
Is this for real? Someone is actually giving me a gift. Not for my parents, but for me. Thank you. Thank you so much.
No, it's not much. I just want to ask you something.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Are you trying to ask about my father or my mother?
Neither.
Got some issues with your family there, buddy?
Know if you've never heard about death in the dreamscape.
Oh, you sound just like my father. Always warning me about danger, even in dreams. He's an Intellitron, so His dream entry methods are different
Wait,
from us organics.
Then how?
Can't count on him to protect me
How
if something
were you
does go
adopted?
haywire. Funny. Right
Can
now, I'm
can
still
they
under his
have
protection.
kids? Huh?
How ironic.
Hey, stay positive. Gold will always shine one day, right? The Devil of Soulglad, Dangers in the Dream, and Nightmare Ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in this sweet dream granted by the family.
Ooh,
Remember what
having
I
trouble
said.
walking now.
You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers.
Wait,
Look at you.
Sparkle, is
Snooping
that you?
around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the
Yep,
smell of
I called
death
it.
so enticing, my fine fellow?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself.
Well, he can still talk.
You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by becoming one myself?
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again.
He's gonna lose his ability to talk? I thought he would die.
But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Does she just
Why
know
else do you think I'm
everything
handing out
already?
cheap trinkets all over
And is
the
just
streets
messing
for?
around with people?
All
Well, I mean, I
part
guess
of the
that's
act.
her whole thing, is just
Fool's
messing with people for fun.
The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around. So, now that I've drawn you out, will you reward me with an answer for my efforts?
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. I just need an answer to one question. Back then, when you asked me to find a mute, did you really mean Robin?
That bird is here again.
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded so pleasing.
Well done. I admit I underestimated you, but what difference would it make? Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now, and the other, though she is still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find her again.
Okay, why is she and her in quotations?
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them within 16 system hours.
I think you gotta work a little faster than that now, man.
Really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand.
The edges of the screen are still blurring and fuzzing out.
Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button. and I have one just like it. When either of us presses it, the other and the whole of Penacony will go up in smoke.
I don't believe you. I don't feel like you would. I don't feel like that's the kind of messing with people that you would enjoy.
Blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea.
You like messing with people, but I don't get the vibe of a homicidal maniac messing with people from you.
Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all. Otherwise, how on earth did you manage to bring it in here?
I have my own ways. That's all you need to know.
I get the feeling the family doesn't even know she's in here, do they?
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows?
Well, I mean, Sunday does, because they talked for a bit,
By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of. But it's good to hear that he's still here in Penacony. I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, the walls will crumble, people will wake up, and those who couldn't speak will find their voices again. When that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with a magnificent fireworks display for me. Catch you later, fool.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to my word. Just don't let me down now, okay?
Alright, this is a flashback.
Number 35. You're back. Like your new lucky charm.
Can a commodity code really be considered a lucky charm?
Silence! I didn't give you permission to speak, you Sigonian hound. The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no idea what you did to save your skin in that massacre back in the day. But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought you. From now on, you and your good luck are my assets. Are we clear? Your first task is simple. In addition to you, I've purchased 34 other slaves. Go, play a game with them. If you come out alive after 2 days, it proves that
You're just making a battle royale?
You're insane.
Testing out if you're a good product.
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me will go to waste?
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market is never short of self-righteous brats like you. But you look good. And that's why many customers are betting their fortunes on a scrawny brat like you. So go along now and don't let your master down.
Alright, so people are... Wow, okay, several things. A battle royale with spectators and bets.
What?
My price. How much did you pay for me?
Huh. You really want to know? Well, it was 60 tanba. No more, no less.
I don't know what a tanba is, or why it's called a red copper coin, but okay, 60 of them.
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back alive, you'll give me 30 tanba. Deal?
Are you trying to strike a bet with me? Oh, you've got some guts. Yeah, sorry, but that won't do. Don't forget your place, slave. You're not qualified to be at the table. You're just a chip. A life thrown away in someone else's hands. Either you come back with more chips for your master, or you never come back. It's all or nothing. Don't embarrass me, my lucky hound.
Alright, done with that. Come back here.
Gallagher?
Where are we now?
Some friends from the old days. Do you have a moment to spare, Siobhan?
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. Ladies and gentlemen,
Who's this lady?
welcome to Dream Jolt Hostelry. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience extraordinary? We're dedicated to serving up nothing but pure joy and laughter. What would you like to drink? I'll whip it up for you.
Oh, look! A lady as cool as Serval.
Who's Serval? Will you, introduce me to her? Huh?
You have to leave the planet.
She's heard us.
Just spare them, my esteemed bartender. I'll take over the bar today. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget the skills that used to put food on my table. Where did you stash the ingredients?
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you whip up some special drinks?
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, my friends, do me a favor. Go around the bar and bring me any ingredients you fancy. The discussion might take
Do I have to
some
just
time.
find whatever's around?
I'll prepare some customized, non-alcoholic drinks for you.
In the bar? But aren't all the ingredients right there on the counter?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if you wish for it. Comfort, hunger, confusion, or even boredom.
Do you mean that
It's all
literally?
within reach right at your fingertips.
Oh, did you hear that? She just called me my lovely lady.
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere, master technique, and spin a tale of mystery and anticipation.
I'll take your word for it. I've never been in a bar.
Only then
I don't drink.
can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck. So don't overthink it. Indecisiveness has no place when it comes to enjoyment.
Okay, so do I just walk around and pick up some stuff? Like this?
It's Soul Glad. But I thought they didn't sell Soul Glad at the bar. Let's give it a shake. Nice, it's still fizzy and has a... That's possible. You see Soul Glad everywhere these days. So it wouldn't be a surprise if someone brought a bottle here. Why don't they sell Soul Glad in this bar?
It's all about the bartender's pride. It wouldn't make sense for customers to come here and order drinks they can find anywhere else.
You're right, Himeko.
Okay, and this is
The liquid inside looks
dream
beautiful.
syrup?
And the label reads Dream Syrup, thick. I don't see an expiration date. Half an amber era ago. Ugh, drinking this stuff can't lead to anything good. Ugh, the syrup is turned clumpy. I definitely don't want to drink this, even if it...
Did you find the bottle of syrup I've been hoarding? Don't worry, it's all just a dream, and it won't upset your stomach. It's been aging for years and should have a refined taste by now. Feel free to have some. It's perfect for entertaining lovely guests like you.
Ugh, then we'll keep it for now.
Okay, anything else to find?
Looks good.
There's probably at least one more thing, right?
Can this be used for mixing drinks? Oh, and there's a note underneath. Exchange with your precious things. Oh, what should we exchange for it? And who should we give our...
I don't know, give it a praise of high morals. I don't even know what they're good for, so here, take it.
Whoa! The words on the note are changing. Happiness belongs to the noble. Does this mean we can take it? Doing good deeds does pay off. Thank you. That's quite a stash. Not sure if it's enough.
Stay out of my way. I'm looking for Siobhan.
Isn't she right there?
What's all the commotion about?
Isn't she literally right in front of you?
Haven't I made myself clear enough, Miss Amiki? The Dream Jolt Hostelry only welcomes guests who want to enjoy a drink to their heart's content. I'm sorry, but I'm not interested in your proposal.
But you have the talent. You'll attract a huge audience. You're destined for the Iris.
What, you trying to make her
not for
the
this
performer?
Rundown shack. Come with me. We'll become the talk of Penacony, a shining light into every corner of the dreamscape. Please, Siobhan, I really need you.
As you see, I'm entertaining my guests. Don't make me repeat myself.
Fine. If you don't come along, I'll just sit here and not go anywhere else. Give me a sparkling drink. Sweet. With extra ice.
Just one moment.
What's her deal? We can't discuss the case with other people hanging around the bar.
Right, that is supposed to be secret.
Can you do that
Still.
clockwork trick of yours again?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, I guess, yeah, we'll use clockwork. Make her leave.
You're one of Siobhan's guests, right? What can I do for you? I just don't get why she won't leave this place.
Calm, angry, happy, sad. I mean, I feel like it would be angry or happy that we would want. Let's try happy first.
I've seen it. The moment the crowd is going wild, applause crashing like waves, the aroma of irises
All right, well,
fills
that's not
air.
the right one.
I've seen that scene countless times in my dreams, and every time it mesmerizes me. Want to raise a glass, my attentive listener?
Alright, well, that didn't fix it.
I just don't get why.
Alright, angry?
Those darn Irish jerks! They're the ones who forced Siobhan into hiding here, running this pesky bar. I get it now. She's not leaving because she doesn't want to run into them again. I can help clear the way for her. I can do her a favor. I'll go back and write a letter to the Dream Master.
Dream Master?
exposing
There's someone in control of the whole dream?
by the Iris family.
I thought it was managed by the
Siobhan
family heads.
will definitely appreciate it.
Excuse me.
Things
Alright, well, that
might
didn't
get out
work
of
either.
control if she gets any angrier.
I just don't get why.
Alright, last choice.
It's ridiculous, right? I'm too timid and shy, longing to shine but afraid of stepping into the spotlight. I need her guidance. You don't know Siobhan's past, and you have no clue how radiant she used to be.
Well, yeah, I met her like
And among the talented
5 minutes
Iris
ago.
family, I know. She probably thinks I'm just trying to ride her fame to get ahead. Well, talking to you has got me feeling a bit down. My thoughts are swirling. Maybe I should find a place to reflect on what Siobhan truly means to me. Here's the payment for the drinks. Please, pass it on to her.
Amaki has left? That's good for her. Radiant dreams may be enticing, but they're nothing more than dreams. Her drink is on the house. When you're ready, go to Gallagher. I can tell he's itching to show off his skills.
Alright, we can finally get our drink. Alright, so we got those 4 different choices we can pick,
mixing a
right?
drink is way simpler than you'd imagine. Just pick your favorite ingredients, toss them in a glass, mix it up, and it's done. So, go ahead. Explore the bar and bring me any ingredient.
Well, I already got them.
Nice work. Let me take a look. You found some interesting ingredients there. Now, take your pick. Each drink has its own unique flavor, and the base ingredient sets the tone for the initial taste and the lingering aftertaste.
Alright, oh. I guess this one, this was the one I got for, you know, the good moral thing, right?
The original formula is said to be Hanunu's favorite drink.
Hanunu?
Sour and bitter. And the bubbles
Do I
burst
know
in
who
your
that
throat
is?
like swallowing rusty chains, evoking thoughts of dungeons and prisons.
There's Hanu from the Clocky
Now that you've chosen
cartoon.
the base,
Is
it's time to
that,
pick the
are they
adjunct.
related?
The ingredient that'll create a marvelous chemical reaction with the base. It should give an unforgettable taste without overpowering the main tone. So,
Oh, well, I don't have one of those, so I'll
bright
just pick this.
future. A taste that's been a long time coming. I'll never forget the flavor that danced on my tongue as Mikhail whisked me through the
Wait,
dreamscape
Mikhail?
wilderness.
Isn't that the name we heard before in like the weird place? It was like on the floating text.
Mikhail.
Almost
Do
there.
you know who
Let's
that
pick
is?
a decoration. Which style do you prefer? Anything you need, I've got it.
Oh, a decoration I just get to pick. A straw, a picture of Hanu, or just a lemon slice. I don't know, a lemon slice,
the
sure.
IPC's favorite. Ambitious, aren't you? Well, it's done. Here's to you, the Nameless, with this glass of A Ticket to the Boneyard. To the dead and the dying.
Are there actually like a whole bunch of different drinks that I could make right there during
Well
that
done,
sequence,
Gallagher.
depending on what I pick?
You're not over the hill yet.
That'd be really neat if it could.
So, are you satisfied?
Oh, the flavors. They're way more sophisticated than Soulglad.
The richness and layers of these flavors are a masterpiece, especially with the adjuncts. I can taste the spicy and sour notes with a hint of sweetness. I'm not entirely sure what it all means. Maybe Mr. Gallagher can shed some light on it.
I don't know. Like I said, I don't drink.
profound
I've never
answer.
been to a bar.
afraid I'll
I'm not the
disappoint
kind of person who looks for meaning in my food. I eat my food, it tastes good. I drink my drinks, they taste good. You know?
The imagery it implies is pretty straightforward. It's just a glimpse of what this dream truly tastes like. Nothing more.
Does this true taste have anything to do with that Mikhail?
Yeah, we've heard that name.
That name does sound familiar. When you got knocked out by that masked fool girl, I think I heard someone calling that name. Do you remember?
Yeah, who is this?
I was right about you. You guys seem to know quite a bit. and now there's no reason to hide anything from you anymore. Let's dig deeper into the case, and of course, I'll tell you a story about Mikhail. All right, let's start with what we know based on the clues the family has. It seems that Firefly isn't a local or an invited guest. In other words, she's a stowaway.
We already knew that for quite a while now at this point.
The best of me. But here on the planet of festivities, stowaways are a common sight. You're bound to run into one sooner or later. After the incident, the hounds wasted no time searching for that girl in both the dreamscape and reality. But here's the thing. We only received bad news. And the trickiest kind at that. She simply vanished, leaving no trace in the dreamscape or reality. As if she had never come to Penacony at all.
Huh? Does that mean...
I mean, I don't think she's a ghost. But maybe things will turn out weird? I don't know.
Are you suggesting that girl wasn't actually killed? Come on. Aren't you a witness in this case? Let me be frank. This case, actually, is unlike anything the Bloodhound family has dealt with before.
Dealt with before? So, death does happen in Penacony, if I understand correctly.
You've witnessed it, so there's no need to hide. Even the shiniest city has its dark side. We're all adults here. Surely I don't need to explain too much to you. Confronting the family based on that alone would be naive. Death may occur in sweet dreams. So what? Such events are highly unlikely and only affect a tiny number of people. If you really want to delve deeper into this case, you need to understand the true problem with the family.
Okay, and what is it?
I guess it's time to tell the story of that Mikhail.
Yes.
You're very perceptive.
This seems like it'll be important.
The Astral Express has received that music box too, right? Do you know the secrets it holds?
There's a message. Witness the impossible in the realm of dreams. Find the legacy of the Watchmaker, father of Penacony, and thus the answer to the question, why does life slumber?
That's the exact wording.
Hey, why are you laughing? Wait, did you write it?
Did he?
Quite poetic.
No, but I'm the officer in charge of this case. So how could I not know?
Wait, how could you know?
I'm sure you must have noticed that this message didn't come from
No,
the
look,
family.
how did you find out about the message?
Guess that the relationship between the family and the Watchmaker isn't as close as it seems.
That's just our speculation. Actually, it's hard to believe that the father of Penacony and its actual managers are at odds.
Okay.
Now I can assure you that your speculation is absolutely correct.
Alright, Watchmaker and the family
Family's
didn't get
considered
along.
The Watchmaker an enemy for a long time. But the hounds haven't been able to track him down, as he seems to be
Wait,
living
still
only in
alive?
the characters and stories he created. Let me ask you a question. Have you ever wondered why the family allowed the Watchmaker to send out such a ridiculous message to the outside world, inviting you here and causing chaos?
So, you want to seize this opportunity to expose the Watchmaker?
Alright, so they're trying to find the
now
Watchmaker?
you understand why the Oak family authorized the Nameless to assist in the investigation, but kept you in the dark, right? Because the Watchmaker is not the legend of the Land of the Dreams at all. He's the most shameful stain in the history of Penacony, and he's the root cause of all the anomalies in the dreamscape.
So is Mikhail the Watchmaker, I mean?
Mikhail, the betrayer of the family, he's the Watchmaker.
Betrayer of the family? Sometime later. Wait, how much later?
Here we are. Clock Studios theme park. Most
Theme
popular
park?
entertainment center in Penacony.
Okay.
Wait, aren't we supposed to be discussing the Watchmaker? I would have expected you to take us to maybe a library or an archive room of sorts.
Does the dream have
city
one of
reflects
those?
Its history in the most authentic way. To you, it's a fun place. But to me, it's a prison for the planet's past. You know that Penacony used to be the IPC's prison planet, right? All the prisoners were brought here, helping the Garden of Recollection salvage the leaking memoria from the macrovoid. The prolonged exposure to high concentrations of memoria caused a unique phenomenon. The dreams of countless prisoners intersected and overlapped, and people started meeting each other in their dreams, living lives that were almost identical to reality.
Wait a second, hold on, show me the last bit of text. Oh, okay. So, memory was leaking out from a macro... I don't know what the heck a macrovoid is.
In the end, the dream world was unable to alleviate the suffering of prisoners in reality. One of the prisoners broke free from the IPC's shackles and fought for freedom. He is Hanu, the great leader of Dreamville, the great peacemaker, and the faithful companion of the underdogs.
So the characters in the cartoon are actually based on real-life people?
History is always written by the winners. However, it's undeniable that Clocky is an animation that draws from Penacony's actual history. These characters not only exist in Dreamville, but also in the distant past. Once you realize this, you'll understand why we're here.
Okay. So what about all the other characters in the dream?
Members of the Bloodhound family around here.
They just received a lockdown order, supposedly from Sunday himself. Who knows what it's for?
Alright, well, let's take a look at this one. Ooh, this one seems like it'll be a little difficult. I still can't rotate this. I'm not even sure what way that's supposed to rotate. Oh, okay. There's that. Well, I can't move these anymore, so I have to roll this... Oh, it rolls down. Okay. Can this move back? Okay, it can. That's as far as that moves. That's as far as that goes. I'm not seeing anything that'll link up there. This is a tricky one. Okay, that blocks the mirror from moving. Okay, that's it. Oh, no, now that won't move. Oh, okay. That was a bit more tricky. All right, that's the kind of that's about the difficulty that'll be making it more interesting. Pop the balloons.
Is that all?
So many of them. I've never seen anything like this, even when they're tracking down suspects. We don't need to go in. We don't want to draw any unwanted attention inside. We can just talk here. Let's find a quiet spot and continue our conversation.
Alright, so we'll just walk past them.
We can see everything from here, including Clocky.
If all the characters in the animation are based on characters in reality, then Clocky's counterpart is definitely the Watchmaker. In the animation, he's Hanu's partner and one of the founders of Dreamville. Does that mean the Watchmaker was personally involved in that war and sided with Asdana?
It was a monumental war for freedom. Hanunu fought alongside a motley crew of masked fools, nameless, history fictionologists, mourning actors.
That's a lot of different groups I don't know about.
Even visitors from beyond the sky. In the end, they emerged
I know maybe
victorious.
3 of those factions.
Among them was the person who would eventually be known as the Watchmaker.
But if you do the math, doesn't that mean the Watchmaker was around for several centuries?
I'm not sure, but Mikhail was already the Watchmaker when I met him. So maybe he inherited the title.
How
Okay,
old
so
are you
inherited
now,
title.
Mr. Officer?
I'm 13.
What?
No way. Not even close.
Hanunu freed the frontier prison, but peace still eluded him. With limited resources, threats from the outside world, and internal conflicts between major prison districts, the future of Osdana was uncertain. It wasn't until the Watchmaker approached the family with the idea of turning the prison into the planet of festivities that Penacony finally gained its name and glory.
Thus, he became known as the Father of Penacony.
But didn't you say the Watchmaker betrayed the family? And
Yeah, how
you
did he
said
betray
you were
them?
his companion, so that means you...
No, I'm not his companion, but rather one of his many children. But I am indeed a traitor. Not to the family, but to Mikhail.
What did you do?
I did nothing. And that's the worst betrayal of all. Just like you, I had close companions. We dedicated ourselves to Penacony. But the Oak family, they set us up. Mikhail was too old to protect his children anymore. So we left the family to find our own path. We were branded traitors of the Harmony, even though the true traitors were someone else.
When you can't even
Continue to
leave
praise
the planet?
Watchmaker's name in the world. Behind closed doors, they condemn him on a pillar of shame. Nevertheless, we wanted to clear his name. We intended to find the real traitor, the one responsible for all this, and restore harmony to Penacony. But we failed. Too much time had passed, and the land of the dreams had become deeply corrupted. After countless fruitless pursuits, I gave up. Like a lost dog, the family accepted me and made me an officer, supposedly as a form of forgiveness. But it was actually a punishment. Since then, I've been completely cut off from my partners and my past. As for Mikhail, I heard he died in obscurity, in a place where no one could find him. That's when I realized that the Penacony I once knew would never return.
We're truly sorry for what happened. But this is not the end of the story.
Still don't know what he did, do we?
Apparently, someone has inherited the title of the Watchmaker and has been secretly working against the family all this time.
Wait, what did the original Watchmaker do to, like, betray the family?
Unfortunately, after all these years, I have no idea who that person is, or if they're even real. Or just Mikhail's lost soul haunting the dreams. So, do you understand why I'm spilling all this info? Because I believe the girl's death must be connected to the Watchmaker's legacy. And at the end of all these mysteries, we will find the answers we are seeking. If it really is Mikhail's ghost, I want to meet him. If only for the last time. For those who despise me could form a line from here all the way to the entrance of the hotel. But those willing to look me in the eye and hear me out? Let's just say, there won't be many. I've told you all I know is a sign of gratitude. Thank you for listening to this old dog. Bark? Something just happened at the theme park. Now if you'll excuse me, good luck to all of you. How ironic. What's so different between the stowaways projected by Penacony today and the dream seekers once hailed as pioneers several amber eras ago?
Alright, so I guess we just look around the theme park now to learn about the past of Penacony more.
While Firefly's whereabouts remain a mystery, his stories shed light on our suspicions about the true identity of the Watchmaker, his connection to the family, and the power struggles hidden behind sweet dreams and death.
Let's see. The family isn't united as one.
Exactly.
We know that, right?
Gallagher suggests that the real traitor is someone else. Probably within the Oak family.
Let's see, well, who have we met in the Oak family? I think the only people in the Oak family we've met are Sunday and Robin, right? I think those are the only two. And Robin is quote-unquote dead. So is it Sunday? Is he the traitor?
That lines up with what we've gathered so far. Firefly got involved in this mess.
No, wait, are they in the Oak family?
And now we're sure
I think so.
that Aventurine's accusations against Acheron are baseless.
Well, yeah, we already knew that. And Clocky's based on the Watchmaker.
He's just a fictional character, not a real person.
Speaking of which,
I think he's over there behind you.
Clocky, who only
Well, no, not
reveals
really,
himself
but
to you is quite intriguing. It's a shame we've never met him since then. Now that we've confirmed a lot of our suspicions, let's take a moment to think about the clues we have. Send a message to Welt and see how things are going on his end.
Okay. Did the message? Oh, the messages actually went through. Okay, they're going to Dewlight Pavilion. Alright, now what? Oh, Acheron?
Are your companions worried about you?
They're just checking up on me. Let's get in and get out.
Wait, she's an emanator, right?
Some progress.
I get to play as an emanator? Wait, I can pull I can get her from the gacha too, so I can get an emanator from the gacha?
Looks like
when does she rotate back into the warp?
Dewlight Pavilion.
It's been a smooth ride. Almost too smooth for a heavily guarded mansion.
Let's see if there's anyone waiting to greet us.
Okay, yeah, I'm Acheron right now. Can I take a look at her? She is she's a Thunder Nihility character. Oh wait, so does that just sort of give away who she's the emanator of? Is she the emanator of Nihility then? That kind of gives that away if that's the case. Being a Thunder character is pretty good. Isn't this where Adventurine and Dr. Ratio went to meet with Sunday?
Something feels off. A grand mansion like this and not a butler or servant in sight. Could it be due to the disruption caused by the emergency? Well, this door is open. Looks like we'll have to investigate ourselves. Let's proceed with caution.
Just one moment. Light. I've made myself less noticeable. The crew can explain their presence as authorized by the family, but I can't come up with any excuses for being here.
I see. What an interesting technique.
Oh yeah, she's totally the emanator of Nihility, isn't she? But then why shouldn't she exist? Or her technique instantly defeats normal enemies without entering combat? Oh, that's kind of busted a little bit, isn't it?
Stream forth, gleam of old flame.
Oh, no, seriously, when does she come back into the warp? I would love to get her as a character. Like, really?
The model in the sand pit. It's the golden hour, isn't it?
Maybe the heads of the family used in the footprints here are different from the rest. There are 2 sets of them. Looks like outsiders might have passed through here not long ago.
Can you identify the people who left these footprints?
Well, I mean, we know who it is.
There's a unique pattern here. Flamboyant, even. And judging by the size, I'd say these were men's shoes. If I'm right, it could be the
Women can have
IPC
big shoes, can't they?
Aventurine.
I mean, that is who it is, but...
What about the other set?
It looks like they were walking side by side as opposed to one behind the other, so the second individual is likely equal in status to Aventurine. The IPC is eager to reclaim Penacony, so their presence here is not unexpected.
Dead. 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 Oh, that's so cool. That's awesome. I really want her as a character. This is so much fun to just run around and instantly delete enemies from the map. Well, I can't delete that thing, I don't think.
While there aren't any people in this mansion, they've set up quite a few mimetic guards to patrol this place. This is where it ends.
Okay. Wait, what is up with her thing and her, like, ultimate thing? It's like a flower?
Destined for oblivion.
Oh! Oh, I just get to use it right now? Okay. Let's see it.
I weep for the departed.
Oh! Oh, what the heck? Oh, this is so cool! Oh, this is so cool!
It too shall fall.
Oh, that's so cool!
We're just having fun.
Found me.
What are you waiting for? To betray my customers? I charge extra. Hey, what's the face?
On the still waters of oblivion.
A little gray is too much for you. Come to me.
Look.
No, seriously, please tell me she's rotating back into the warp soon.
Note. Looks like instructions from the butler for the other servants.
Seems like the mansion's entire workforce were assigned other tasks before Robin's death. It must have been a big project to require that much manpower. The Charmony Festival, perhaps.
But no matter what their main priorities are, there should always be someone left at the mansion, right?
So you're saying someone deliberately cleared the place out?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Alright, well, we've already been through here when we were playing as Adventurine, right? So...
No one here either.
Yeah, this is where Sunday, Ratio, and Adventurine were a while ago.
Let's make ourselves at home. Stay close to me so that my white can cover you too.
There's nothing else in here to pick up, right? Don't think so. List of deaths, victims. Okay, I'm not gonna read all of this. I'm just gonna scroll through this. If you want to read it, you can pause and read it yourself. I am not reading all of this stuff. This is, like, seriously.
About Robin, Firefly, and the other victims. I don't see any commonalities among them.
Looks like the rumors were right. Death does seem to be targeting random victims. And based on Sunday's notes, he's no stranger to death.
Well, they basically just summed up the note right there, didn't they?
He's just surprised that it has resurfaced. This light cone is securely guarded. It must hold some important memories.
According to
Robin's
Robin's
it's a picture of Sunday and Robin as kids.
Performed on so many grand stages, her favorite performance was a pretend show she put on with her brother when they were just kids.
I wonder how their relationship is now.
Growing up brings gains, but also losses.
Yeah, time has a way of smoothing things out. The beautiful dreams of youth will eventually fade away.
Alright, once more, I'm just gonna scroll through this so you can read it if you want, you know.
As soon as I and the rest of the crew arrived in Penacony, Mr. Sunday and Robin showed up to greet us. I remember hearing something unusual in her voice, and now it seems I was right.
Robin believed it was because the Harmony had been tampered with somehow. But as far as I know, there aren't many entities capable of interfering with the power of paths.
Meaning?
If there really is a traitor within the family, that person must hold a high position or possess unimaginable strength.
Okay,
that would explain why Mr. Sunday has been having such difficulty in catching the traitor.
I mean, it's looking more and more like Sunday is the traitor. Another one of these here. I mean, they'll just sum it up afterwards for me, right?
It seems neither the Dream Master of Penacony nor this old Odie is happy with Sunday's recent performance.
They don't seem to care much about death. Instead, they're more concerned about the Charmony Festival and the Watchmaker.
Maybe the other family heads don't think death is a big deal. One thing's for sure. There's a lot of internal conflict within the family, and everybody has their own agenda.
Alright, this is the last one, I think. Hopefully. What is this, a suspect list, it said?
Serious research on his suspects. This traitor must have been causing trouble for the family for a long time.
They all seem to be insiders, but I haven't met any of them.
Huh? Wait, these characteristics.
What is it?
No, nothing. Maybe I'm just overthinking things. However, if this traitor really exists, could they be responsible for Firefly and Robin's deaths?
Perhaps that's why Sunday is taking this matter so seriously.
That's all for now. Nothing more noteworthy.
Before coming here, I had all sorts of scenarios in my head about dealing with the family. I did not expect an empty mansion.
Watch out. Someone's approaching.
Someone's coming?
I
Well,
don't think
you can...
trespassing on forbidden
no,
areas is
too
the
late.
way to be a guest, Mr.
Thought you guys
Yang.
could hide, but...
And Acheron? The Galaxy Ranger?
Wait, he can see you?
Mr. Sunday.
I thought you were hidden.
Nobody came to greet us, so we entered without permission. I hope you can forgive us.
But even if there's no one to greet you, you should wait for the host. Don't you agree? Even without the famous Galaxy Ranger. As far as I know, the crew has officially accepted the family's commission, so coming here will be unnecessary for you.
On the contrary, that's exactly why we're here. To ask you about the case and gather more information. We don't want any loose ends.
Well, since you've come with goodwill, I have no reason to show you the door.
Rest assured, he hasn't figured out that we went through those documents.
Well, he might if you don't stop talking.
While the truth remains a mystery, I'm getting close to it. I assure you that the traitor will soon pay the price.
Let's hope justice will prevail soon. I have a question for you, if you don't mind. How did the family come to the conclusion that the murderer was within the family? With all due respect, it's in the IPC's interest to wreak havoc before the Charmony Festival, and the family has every reason to suspect the IPC's involvement.
That's a fair question, I suppose.
Other family heads share the same suspicions as you, but in my opinion, the true murderer would never have drawn as much attention as that ambassador did. Not to mention, I personally shackled him a while ago. However,
okay.
I'll give you a suggestion regarding your suspicions, Mr. Yang. You should be more cautious of Aventurine. While the wicked can't break through high walls, they can plunge their evil dagger into the heart of the righteous.
You
He's a
speaking from
businessman,
personal experience
not some
there?
philanthropist. But right now, he's out there handing out his wealth on the streets. And he went to the Clock Studios theme park all by himself.
Wait, isn't that
Who
where we
knows
are?
What kind of scheme he's cooking up? While the family is dedicated to keeping our guests safe, it might be wise for you to stay alert. You never know what unexpected troubles could arise.
Okay, and now we're back to Adventurine.
According to a Pierpoint hotline tip, there was a major breakthrough in the shocking Ejhazio Aventurine case. The suspect has been arrested. This fraud case has been linked to many departments within the Interastral Peace Corporation and the Intelligentsia Guild, causing a large drain in manpower and resources, resulting in the IPC taking a massive loss.
The case's main suspect originates from Sigonia 4 and is one of the survivors of the second Katega-Abjin extinction event, who does not carry an interstellar refugee travel permit. As per Strategic Investment Department Head Diamond's sentiments, the IPC has appropriately relocated the suspect in the spirit of the Charter and will continue to
Charter?
conduct further investigations.
Are there rules for space travel?
What pretty eyes.
Jade.
Tell me.
Alright, so she's on like the same level of Topaz, right? She's named after a stone.
If they did, I'd sell them in a heartbeat.
You don't know how many people long for your eyes to be closed forever. As a servant, you should not resist your master. Yet, you went and killed that man anyway. No lawyer has the audacity to defend you. Perhaps you ought to represent yourself.
Not difficult, but definitely pointless.
You're pretty confident on your eloquence. Did you also think that when you lied to the Intelligentsia Guild?
Ask and you shall receive. You wanted the perfect construction material. All I did was offer a possibility. It was just a small wager. If your luck holds out, the IPC will dig something up from the golden sands of Ejhazio.
I don't know where that is.
Maybe even the Sand King's remains. Pity your luck.
Wait, you can find Tyzeroth's remains? That was the Aeon of Propagation, right? You can find their corpse?
I'll admit that. What I'm more curious about, though, is why such a grand scheme failed to benefit anyone in the end, including the perpetrator himself.
Madam, I already have what I want. To be brought before you for the next high-stakes gamble.
Then let's talk about the second gamble. Tell me, what are you prepared to wager this time?
Well, what does he even have left? His life?
My life.
I can't believe, seriously.
I bet you won't send me to the gallows.
Kind of cliche, but okay.
What do you want, then?
I want your Lenore to meet with me. I have something to say.
Lenore? What? Okay, it has Chief above it. Why not just say Chief? Like, really, what was wrong with just the word Chief? Why make up a word for it?
And then what?
I want cash.
It can't be that simple, can it?
It is that simple. 30 tanbas. The remainder of my market value. 30 tanbas. No more, no less. With this money, I'll climb to even greater heights than you. Grasp even more riches than you. I wager you won't give me this chance. Which is why you should call him here.
Interesting. A pity Diamond won't see you. No one gets to see him.
Why not?
From here on out, I am Diamond's representative, and I will decide on his behalf. You're wrong. 30 tanbas. I'll give you that. And much more than that. Wealth, status, power. The IPC will give you whatever you want. Even what you don't want.
Okay.
Kakavasha. A good name, but unfortunately destined to be buried in the dirt.
You just give him his new name now?
Though, you deserve to live, to create even more wealth for us. Go, pick the clothes you like, then choose your desired identity. And then, use them well, child. May your schemes be forever concealed.
Life is like a long-term investment. Those who choose correctly, do the correct things, reach the correct outcomes, and show the world their value. People can't always make the right choices in their lives. But luck has always been on my side. I've never lost. Is it because Gaiathra blesses me? Well, if that's the case, she must also be looking upon me right now.
I mean, I feel like you've lost plenty if you ended up being sold.
Is inevitable.
You know, I mean, I feel like that's not something that would happen to a winner.
What then? Even if I overcome this difficult trial, what would come next? What awaits me after this glorious gamble? An even more glorious one? Will I return triumphant with unending riches after countless successes, or will I encounter failure, never to return? I'm pretty sure you already have some ideas.
Again, could you not at least put a picture up here? Just staring at a black screen like this is kind of... You know, it kind of ruins the moment a little bit.
What?
What? Is this the Harmony thing?
Have I gone completely insane? Perhaps both. Forgotten me already? When you were strapped to that electric chair by a mannequin warlords, who was it that gave you the idea?
What idea?
I may be crazy, but I'm not stupid. Get out of my head, newborn of the Harmony.
Okay, so yeah, this is like the Harmony thing.
The Harmony? Oh, don't play the fool.
Wait, is it not a Harmony thing?
No need to be so polite. I'm you, and perhaps even more aware of yourself than you. Of what exactly you want. You're dying. And you still want to drag a bunch of unfortunate fools with you through death's door. That's why you're here, isn't it? A grand unveiling. You really think you can pull it off?
I don't know, can he? I'm not sure. I'm not entirely sure how strong he is. I mean, he's got one of the 10 stones, the cornerstones, I think. Well, he doesn't have it with him. But if he was given one of them, doesn't that mean he's pretty strong?
I'll be with you for the last stretch of your road.
They're like the top 10 people of the whole IPC, aren't they? The bubbles are on my screen even now.
Most people in this world spend their entire lives just to reach one outcome. And I am that outcome.
That doesn't...
I am your future.
Oh,
First,
literally or what?
And now I'm seeing them. Great. Am I going to be elevated into the Harmony's Emanator next?
I mean, that might not be a bad thing.
Why are there no guests here? What's that featherhead doing?
So, oh, even the mission is a little messed up. Look, head where it says all the sad tales. Head to the central stage of the park Even that's messed up a little bit. Ooh, neat. Yeah, everything's kind of fallen apart a little bit here for him. Yeah, that's really kind of neat. Alright, but we're going to stop for right now. Thank you everyone for watching. If you enjoyed this, please subscribe, and I will see you all next time. Goodbye.